Okay, Allison, I've got your front of your poster up here now. Just one, I want to make a quick comment here. So, this is the front of the poster, and I know you've been sick, so, but just so you know, we're working on the back of the poster now, right? But I'm going to go ahead and provide comments here. I've already commented on your work, Allison, in that kind of private thing between you and I in messages. But so you've got your complete critique. I left the video in your grading, but I kind of want to give a brief synopsis here because I know a lot of students have contacted me saying, "Hey, I like your video critiques, and I like to watch other students' video critiques just to see if I'm seeing the same thing that a professional designer is seeing." So I want to go ahead and do that right here. Okay, so to me, the main thing in this, I think it's a great concept, providing that the letters, the words from a Martin Luther King speech in the background. I think it's a great concept. It really, really is. I think there's some things that are working and some things that aren't working. And one of the things that is not working is the actual mechanics of the flag itself. We don't need these white stripes. The viewer's going to get it, okay? Keep these all red. The viewer's going to see a blue square here and a red square here. And they're going to get it. That's a flag. We don't have to spoon feed them information by filling in the stripes and really trying to say, okay, I want to make sure that this is a flag. The viewer will get it. Never underestimate the intelligence of your viewing audience and how much they will perceive. They perceive a lot, and as a designer, I think it's really important to know that your designer will get it and they don't necessarily have to be spoon-fed information. And I say that simply because of the white stripes, indicating the stripes, the red and white stripes in the flag. Okay, this to me is a problem, this area right here, because this is the area where the blue of the flag is, right? But right now we got this kind of diagonal here. That leaves you with a problem. I think that problem would be rectified by closing down the spacing between MA and A and I, and then somehow figure this out, man. We got to get this so that this is more consistently closer to the edge of this. So that would entail, I hate to say it, but you might even have to increase. Or something where you're going to just recompose this to make that perfectly square, to indicate that square area in a flag. To me, the biggest problem in this composition is these little spaces. Now, if I'm looking at this, I'm seeing, are you trying to fit stars in there? And if you are, you don't. Again, that goes back to what I'm saying about don't underestimate the intelligence of your viewing audience. They'll get it. They're going to understand that this is a flag. We don't have to include the stars and the stripes. And that's the beauty about connotation and denotation. And that's a beauty about visual representation, is that you don't have to depict pictorially. You don't have to depict completely accurately. You can depict things, how do I want to say this? You can create illusions that mean other things. So in other words, if somebody says draw a flag, you don't necessarily have to draw a flag with the stars and the stripes and everything else. You can simply draw a blue square inside a red square. As long as you have these stripes are indicating the stripes, we don't need these stripes. Hope that makes perfect sense. And then we've got this really super unusual spacing we can see in different areas, right here, right here, right here. And for those of you watching along, and you know by now that those spaces are indicative of justified type settings, specifically justified type settings and type columns that are too narrow. So we get these kind of really strange word spacing, as we can see right there, a big gap right there, seemingly for no reason at all. So my suggestion to Allison in this case, and if you guys are thinking about a solution here, think about this. We would set this type to be left aligned and then place the large M over the type, create your clipping mask with the left align, clipping out the rags on the left alignment so that all we are left with is good, clean typography. My comment to Allison was that nobody's going to read this. Nobody's going to get in here and really read this. I mean, if they do, they're not going to read the whole thing. They're not going to realize that each one is not a continuation of the last. You see what I'm saying? Okay, and then again, I want to echo Mark's comment on this creative extremism, but I want to take that a step further. And I want to say that the creative extremist is set in a really deep black, very rich black. And I think the contrast overwhelms the flag. So it's drawing all attention right here. Okay, because if no other reason, because it seems like it doesn't belong in the composition. What I would recommend doing here is taking that blue, okay, using it here, but screening it back a little bit. In other words, add a tint to it, add white to it to make it a little bit less contrast. Okay, and as Mark said, either right align that or left align it, but I would recommend you get it out of the middle there because it's not really doing much to activate negative space. Okay, there you have it. Those are my recommendations, and again, Allison, we gotta get moving on the back of the poster. I'd love to see what you have, so feel free to post. All right, thank you. Any questions, Allison? Please let me know. Thank you.